I've been waiting for this game for literal years, and it's finally here. So, I guess it's time to talk about Pizza Tower. Now you may be asking, what is Pizza Tower? Well, Pizza Tower is a charming new platformer that released back in January of this year, where you play as the one, the only, Peppino Spaghetti. Mamma mia! Honor of Peppino's Pizza.
Did you know?
Who one day finds the eponymous Pizza Tower. Get it? Like the game title?
He said it! He said it!
Which is put up by Pizza Face, who tells Peppino if he doesn't climb the tower quickly, he will fire a nuclear laser at Peppino's Pizza. So you gotta climb the tower. I mean, like, plot's not really the main aspect of this game, considering it's a wacky, cartoony 2D platformer. And let me tell you, Peppino has some fun gameplay. Like, you take Wario Land 4's gameplay and mix it with, like, the peak speed of classic Sonic, and you add just, like, a dash of crack cocaine, you get Peppino. There's so many moves to do in this game, it's almost like a fighting game. I mean, you got attacks, grabs, super jumps, Mach speed, cancel your super jump for a shoulder dash. I mean, there's a lot here, and it's just really fun to use Peppino's moveset. Just the pure energy rush you get after achieving pizza time, which is what happens when you make it to the end of the level, in which you have to rush all the way back to the beginning, very similar to Wario Land 4. It's just... Mamma mia, that's a spicy. You know, every time you start a new level, you get these wacky little title cards that I just think are like a great touch to the game. Totally reminiscent of 90s Nicktoons.
Everybody wanna be a superstar.
Let's take a deeper dive into the levels, because some of these levels just have great gimmicks. Like the transformations, right? You remember how in the Wario Land games, that if you got hit by a certain enemy, sometimes you get transformed into that enemy's form? And while, you know, sometimes that can be detrimental to you, Pizza Tower really knows how to make these work, because each transformation that Peppino is in doesn't feel forced upon or gimmicky or limits your movement or feels like a power down. It just has the right amount of balance. And then you reach the boss fights, which I think are some of the absolute greatest parts of this game. Right? They take that fun, fast-paced Wario Land style action and just let you have it on these bosses. And then you got the level gimmicks in World 2, like the Spicy Wing Peppino that just makes him go really fast, like Fire Wario in the Wario Land games, except this time, you can freely move and jump. But my favorite level in this world has to be Farm Fun. Solely because of this guy here, Mort the Chicken. Now you may be wondering, who the hell is Mort the Chicken? Well, there's a great video on it already by Pizza Crust, so I recommend you watch that. But in summary, Mort the Chicken is the star and namesake of an obscure PlayStation 1 platformer released in the year 2000. And somehow, the developers of Pizza Tower got the rights and permission to put Mort the Chicken in the game. And it's really fun to play, too. And, you know, I just find it great that this amusing game character can end up being in a modern game for no frickin' reason. And he's just great. And then you got the boss, the Vigilante, who's like one of my favorite fights in the whole game, because it shows off Pizza Tower's gunplay. That's right, Pizza Tower has guns. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that out of this game. I wouldn't trust Peppino with anything, considering how anxious this man is just walking around the Pizza Tower, let alone giving him a firearm. And then we move on to World 3. You know, when the game just throws a whole bunch of new gimmicks out of nowhere and just, man, some of these are crazy. Like They straight up introduce a new playable character in the form of Gustavo and Brick, who are really fun to play as. They're kinda similar to Peppino, but they have their own unique moveset that's not exactly the same as Peppino. But just the fact that there's a whole nother character that's only used in like 2 levels is just crazy. And we have Pizza Golf, which is just absolutely fantastic. It's such a unique concept. And sure, there was that one golf minigame in Wario Land 3, but like, Pizza Golf does so much more with that concept. It actually builds it into the game itself and kind of, instead of making it just a shitty kind of side minigame. And then the best character in the whole of Pizza Tower appears. The Noise. I just love this little goober, man. He's so goofy, and he's like my favorite character in the whole of this game. His fight's really fun. He's like just really silly looking and goofy. But I just love the Noise, man. He's such a funny little guy. I want a little plushie of him that I will cherish like my own son. You know, I'd straight up act like Rafiki in the beginning of the fucking Lion King whenever I open my fucking package and I get a Noise plushie in the mail, if I ever do get a Noise plushie. Come on, Fangamer, make a Noise plushie already.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And can we talk about this game's soundtrack? Because every song in here just goes hard, man. Especially the Pizza Time music. Like, just listen to this song and tell me you don't feel just, like, pumped up and just... Man, this song's great. Just take a listen. Oh my god, that's... I have no words other than just this.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball. Now, I would talk about certain things like the final boss and the fourth world, but I want to keep this review spoiler-free for people who haven't played this game. So, I'm just gonna give my recommendation. 100% you should play Pizza Tower. Please play this game. It's absolutely fucking phenomenal. There is one last surprise in the game. If you look in the credits and look right here, you'll see. That's right, baby! I'm in the credits! Look, Gary, there I am! Ha ha ha! No, seriously, I mean, I felt obligated to support this game because it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm Banana Jelly. I'll catch you all in the next video, and I'll see you later.